and that they have power. And I quoted it here before, the first time the Duke of Edinburgh visited the United States of America, and they asked him, what's your impression about US? He said, very beautiful country. He said, the only problem I have with US is how the parents obey their children and how the wives rule over their husbands. That is the American culture. I'm telling you, don't look at me as if I'm talking as a male chauvinist. I'm talking, you know that I'm a realist, and I look at situations because America empowers women, unlike any part of the world, any other part of the world. And women who are not wise, they misuse that power. They misuse the power. If they are wise, they use it well. Those who are not wise, they misuse it. Now, we are talking about parenting, about children. Chuck Swindoll said that each succeeding generation seems to put authority to new tests. They put authority to new tests. Let's face it, the generation that we are in today is tough. They are not tender. No longer is the voice of the parent respected in the home. No longer is the sight of the policeman and the corner of the street a threat to any child. Kids are no longer afraid of their parents. I've painted pictures here several times, and some of you have been with me. How I used to, my dad was like a terror. If he was coming, now I didn't like that. I'm not saying that's the model that we want, but we are saying that this is the generation that children don't respect their parents anymore. This is the generation that for respect to take place at home now, you have to raise your voice, and they don't even allow us to spank. It's illegal. If you spank your children now, it's illegal. It's child abuse, and it's debatable. It's all kind of things. So there are so many things about that. But because of my time tonight, so there are very many. Let me give you a point. We're going to look at the scriptures. You know me. You know my style. It's not that I'm going to be talking and you say, they're not calling the preacher. He's not even quoting the scriptures. But I like us to look at situations that are real. For years, there have been a children's rights movement all over the US and all over the world. Let me leave that aside. Sorry, we will come to a point. I'm going to give you some quotations. On my way inside the airplane, this is a magazine that I picked. I went to Pastor Mike Adebiyi's church recently in Atlanta, and I picked this. This is Essence magazine, the March edition. And they interviewed Barack Obama and the First Lady. And I want to read to you some of the things they said. Speaking of your own life, you and the First Lady are role models for parents across the country. Parents want to know what you and Mrs. Obama do to encourage Malia and Sasha to love education. Are there specific things you can share that parents can emulate? Here are some of the specific things Barack Obama speaking, the president, that Michelle and I do. The girls don't watch TV during the week. Period. Number two, the girls, where am I now? Yes, the girls don't watch TV during the week. Period. They have a set bedtime. Sasha goes to bed at 8:30. Malia goes to bed at 9. So that they are not tired when they are going to school. When they come home from school, the first thing they do is their homework. They don't do anything else until they do their homework. When I read this, I thought Barack Obama was looking at my family and he's copying what I'm doing. What I've been doing since at least about 8 years now. And it's working. I come here every year and I share the testimony with you. It's working. It's like magic. It's working for me. It's working. My first son was just inducted to the National Honor Society. The same year, my second son was inducted to National Honor Society in the middle school. And my only daughter who was just crossing from 5th grade to 6th grade. She's all over the middle school that she's going. Everybody is trying to get her into their classroom already. She's a star already. And even me, I can't, if you give me too much mathematics, I can't, I don't know how to do. My brain is, they said I couldn't do much in school. So I say that to say that it doesn't take a genius to produce a genius. Just give any kid the right environment, they will perform. They will perform. Okay, so when we help them with their homework, we expect them to ask questions. If they don't understand something, once they are done with their homework, since they can't watch TV, they can read until they go to sleep. I have not missed, this is President Barack Obama, listen, I have not missed a parent-teacher conference since I became the president. The president of the United States of America, the most powerful nation in the world. They said when you get there, after a few months, you begin to grow gray hair. And I think he's growing gray hair now. But he has not missed one parent conference. Pastor was talking, he said we need to change. There are people here who need to change. I don't need to quote the Bible for you to know that you need to change. There are people here who are seated who have not attended any parent conference because of work. But the president is saying, I have not missed any. As the president, listen, and I didn't miss a parent-teacher conference when I was a candidate for president. So he values his children more than the presidency. That's what it means. Even he couldn't justify not going to parent conference as a candidate. We would all sit down here and say, that's enough reason to excuse him for that time now. With all that rigors of campaigning all over America, he said, I didn't even miss any during that time. So what we are talking about here is serious business. The serious business that I'm talking about here tonight. How we raise our children. Because our children are the only legacy, tangible legacy that we will have. There is nothing else. There is nothing else. That's why Abraham was so worried. When it appeared the promise of God was not going to come to pass. And he yielded to the suggestion of his wife. Even when Abraham knew it was against God's will, he thought, maybe we need to help God here. Man cannot just fall down and die like this, and there will not be a child that will take over. That's one of the mentality of what made Abraham do what he did. Not that he had the audacity to go against God's will. He knew that there is no success without successor is not complete. And I pray that yours will be complete in Jesus' name. The greatest delusion is to suppose that our children will be devout Christians simply because their parents have been a Christian. This is some truth.